So I just wanted to take a moment and elaborate a little bit on the international and national call for unity and solidarity in response to the officers that were not indicted for the murders of Mike Brown as well as Eric Gardner, and then other incidences of violence that we're seeing amongst the police force, not just here in America, but all throughout the world. And one of the things I think is important to keep in mind is that we are in very high emotional times. And anytime you're in high emotional times, what consequently comes along with that is people generally don't think as critical as they do under other circumstances, which means it's a very ripe time for people to be taken advantage of by people who are saying that they're calling for unity and solidarity, but they really have a personal agenda of why they want people to support their projects, programs, initiatives, organizations, and movements. And one of the things that I encourage people to do is whenever you see people saying, you know, we need to come together for unity, we need to come together for solidarity, the key word is not unity or solidarity. That's not what you should focus on. The key phrase is coming together. Because when you start examining that, one thing you might realize is that people are only really interested in you coming together with them for what they personally want to do and on their terms. But in terms of them coming together with you or on your terms or what you have ideas and plans for, you may see people not really interested in that. And when you see that, you must question what is their true determined idea or call for unity, because they're not really putting themselves in a position to deal with a level of equality. Secondly, it's important to keep in mind that any of us who are calling for unity, myself included, or solidarity, or that you should join something or be a part of something or support something, ask that person or examine that organization and strive to find out what are they a member of. What are they supporting and what have they joined already in terms of a project, a program, or initiative that they don't personally benefit from or get money from, their name is not on or not associated with, and that is not a part of their family or friends. So when you start examining that, one thing you may realize is that people who are calling for this unity and solidarity, they've never really supported anybody else outside of their family and friends. They've never really done anything that they're not going to get no money off or that their name's not going to be on. So in that sense, that is also something you must question in terms of what are people's true determined ideas in terms of solidarity and unity, because in these high emotional times, you often have people who are just striving to take advantage of the momentum in order to personally benefit from people who are not really thinking critical about why and how they should invest their finances, their time, their energy in helping bring about solutions. And you know, I wanted to elaborate on that because in this trending time of people saying, yeah, we need solidarity and unity, I'm also seeing people who are not really about that because they've never really been about that. And that's why I'm encouraging everybody to examine anybody, any organization, any movement to find out, well, how are you already supporting other people? Because if it's something you're coming into, you represent that segment of the population who are other people. And that's one of the reasons why in some religious organizations, you may see only family and friends or the core members of the group benefiting from it, but people who have joined that group not really benefiting equally as the members who started it in the first place, because that's not really unity. That's not really solidarity. That's not really advocating for one common cause. So I will, this was inspiring, it was empowering, it was educating for those of you who want to know how you can more effectively invest your time, your energy, and your finances in something that is truly striving to bring about solutions. Find out if people are only really interested in you coming together with them under their terms and under their name and what they want to do, or if they're really interested in just being a part of everything else that somebody else is doing, or if people have already put themselves in a position to support other people, projects, programs, and initiatives that they're not getting no money off, that their name's not on, and that does not involve their family and friends. If a person is qualified in those areas, then you can be a little bit more sure that they're truly invested in unity and solidarity, because they've already shown you that. But if you don't see any of those signs, if there's no real evidence that people have already put themselves in that kind of position, you got to really question whether or not it's really about solidarity and unity, because a person has not really shown you evidence that they've done that already. And behind this veil of this call for unity and solidarity, people oftentimes are still very self-important, egotistical, rugged, individualistic, as well as jealous in terms of competing with other people and not really being about what we say this unity and solidarity is going to be in terms of helping bring about these solutions. So like I said, I encourage those of you to examine what it is that people are saying. Make sure that what you are invested in is truly unity and solidarity. Peace.